to rock and roll today? When I was about to start the stream, a bunch of people got logged out of the world that I was in. I suspect it is because, they're doing updates later today, and they're probably kind of doing some stuff that's not, super invasive at the moment to prepare for that. But, yeah, that was a fun... There's like over 200 people in the lobby area. So, I figured that the world probably went kaput for a second. But, still gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Let me just check that everything's still going. Good. Yeah, so, that was a fun, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to, and it was like right as I did like the Instagram story, so I was like, oh, like, no, if I need to go to Guild Wars 2, I'm not gonna be able to like undo that. That's embarrassing. Alright, we're doing expert as summoner, because one of the dungeons I'm not sure I can fully heal yet. Just because it has like an arrow mechanic, and I don't read arrows very well, and I don't want to be like an issue with the arrow mechanic. I probably could do it, I'm just like, So we're gonna do this as a summoner. The others will probably heal. Let me check my currency, and maybe we'll go someplace that's a little less... Yeah, we could probably go someplace that's a little less, congested. Enjoy how pretty Thavnir is right now. We'll go hang out at Palaka's stand. Oh yeah, Depression's still out. My chocobo is named Depression, if any of you are wondering, because I think it's very funny to be able to level up Depression. And it's wearing the Valentine's Day event Moogle outfit to fit the vibe. My alt on the European Data Center's chocobo is named Anxiety. Just, leveling up Depression and Anxiety. It's also fun to, like, see in chat that, like, oh, Depression has left the chat. Depression has entered, you know? Like, Depression has left, Depression has entered. It's just a fun times. But, yeah. I did all the yokai event stuff. Actually, let's check out those mounts. Got some of the mounts from there. Yeah. That was painful, doing all the yokai event stuff. I'm never gonna do that again. I got the first sperm mount. I got the second sperm mount. And then I got the like, cat couch. Which is actually kind of cute. I mean, you do get a lot for your buck getting all the weapons, but goddamn, was that pain incarnate. It was quite painful getting all those. I didn't stream it, because I was like, none of you want to watch that. None of you want to watch that level of pain. Let's just, yep, right there. Asia to something else, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna wait till, like, Dawn Trails releases, because I want to see what everything looks like on the graphics update, and I do really want to be Femme Hrothgar. I've wanted to be Femme Hrothgar for a while, but I think before I decide whether or not I want to be it going into Dawn Trail, I need to see how the other hairstyles look on Femme Hroth. Like the ones that you can get in-game, I need to see how they look on Femme Hroth, before I, like, decide to do it through Dawn Trail. I'm definitely gonna do it, but I might not do it going into Dawn Trail, because I need to see how everything's gonna be in, like, cutscenes and stuff before I fully commit to what I want to be going into that. So for now, I'm still rocking the Makote, just until the graphics update comes. Oh, someone's got the Chi mount. I have that mount too. It's a fun one. Although it's harder to get now that people aren't really running it anymore. Right after Endwalker was finished, a lot of people were running it, so it was a little easier to get it. Also, if I'm sniffly, I apologize. I was doing a photo shoot outside for OnlyFans. And, oh boy, was it a mistake to go outside. I was outside for, like, less than 5 minutes. And, oh my god. Just pollen everywhere. Like, this entire week. Because, like, I work outside at the ranch most days. And I'm, like, they cut all the grass out there, and it's just bad. It's so bad. I was, like, sneezing so bad. So if I'm sniffly or sneezy, I apologize in advance. Oh, I forgot to go in the party chat. That's a problem. Yeah. This is the one I didn't think I could heal very well. I mean, I know I can heal it, but the arrow mechanic is, I'm not great with arrows just because of my, like, symbol imaging issues. So I was like, I don't know if I can, oh, we got 2 summoners. We're gonna be very thorough with the AoEs. I feel like most of the time I've gone into this one, I've been, like, a party of 2 summoners. Like, everyone's been a summoner. It is a very effective class to play. We'll see how it plays at the end of Dawn Trail. We'll see. I feel like they made it overpowered at the end of Endwalker because they, you know, remade it for Endwalker. And so, like, at the end of Dawn Trail, it might not be as overpowered. I kind of want to get that, like, Monsters, Inc. floating eyeball thing as a mount. I feel like that'd be a really fun mount to get. We have, like, the floating head mount, so it wouldn't be that out of place for them to do. Hi, Ghost Reaper! Well, have fun lurking then. Everyone is welcome to lurk. Yeah, I feel like it would be that out of place for them to do, like, the floating eye as a mount. Because, like, we have, like, the floating head mount from, like, Avery. I'm doing okay. Pollen allergies have been a pain in the ass, but otherwise I'm pushing through it. Yeah. I went outside for 2 seconds to do like a Victorian masquerade photo shoot for OnlyFans. And I immediately started sneezing. It was not a good time. Like, ah, shit. It was kind of funny though, because I caught a bunch of photos mid-sneeze. Such is life. I mean, it's gotten a lot better from when I was a kid. Mostly just because I have a little bit better of a grasp on how to deal with it now, but yeah. Also, this skirt, I had this like giant, I had this giant skirt that I was using for that photo shoot. Yeah, I do the local honey stuff too. I do that as well. But I have this like giant skirt I was using for the photo shoot, and one of my dogs was really concerned. They were really concerned because it's like a giant skirt with a big old train. And they were like, oh my god, what is that? They were like following me around, giving me the like eyebrow of like, what is going on with you? Why? She was literally like sitting outside my bathroom door, just like, no, why? Like, Luna, it's fine. I'm not being eaten by anything. This might be a shot in the dark, but I'm gonna go over here. I don't know if them following me was such a hot idea. I might have completely botched that. Oh no, hey, I didn't botch that! Hell yeah! Maybe they were onto something I was not. Or they're actually following me, which, maybe don't do that. This is the one dungeon I'm not as great on, because it's the most recent. Every time people follow me where I'm like only like 50 or 75% sure what's going on, I'm like, maybe don't. Let's not. Like, I'm gonna get you all killed. Like, it's not happening. Like, this will be your death. Like, I'm not. Okay, I feel like, yeah, okay, we're all going over here. Let's hope that's correct. Alright, well. We got through that, so that's good. But yeah, 2 summoners. We're gonna be killing ads really quickly. I only rolled a 1 on that need, so that other summoner's getting that hat. Unless they don't roll on it. Hey, they didn't roll on it! I got it on a 1! I'm not gonna wear it, I'm just gonna sell it. But I'm trying to, like, save up gil anyway, so I now have a hat to sell.
Hurry, Golbez. The city is already overrun.
Alright. I love this castle backdrop here. I need to go back to taking pictures and posting them on OnlyFans. Or not on OnlyFans, on Instagram. But I need to go back to posting pictures on Instagram. I've been gone for too long. It's affecting the algorithm. We are all slaves to the algorithm gods. But I love that castle backdrop. Come on, Titan. Let's kill him. Yep, getting through ads really quick, getting through bosses pretty slowly. Such is the summoner way.
They knew we were elsewhere. Cowards.
I should be trying to summon on top of this other summoner's summons. We can make primal sandwiches. Primal sandwiches are just good.
This one is dangerous.
Alright, we also need a mount of this crab thing. Demacian Anteline? We need a mount of it, whatever it is. It's terrifying, but like in that way where we would like to ride it. That could be taken out of context. I just realized that. Okay. No, this is the first one. We don't have to worry about the pillars yet. They go very slowly. So they introduce mechanics one at a time, so the first one doesn't mean... Yeah, it does! No! Oh my god, no! I did not mean to do that right there. Oh, fucking heck. Yep, no. Fuck. This is why I'm not good at this. The arrow one kills me. I'm so bad at arrows, and I also did the Ifrit dash forward thing there. That was my fault for being so stupid. That was a very stupid moment for me. We're fine. It's fine. It's all fine. This is why I wasn't healing this one. Because the moment the arrows show up, my brain just like... Well, okay, my brain doesn't comprehend arrows very well. I can nap during other fights. I'm a summoner. The most I do is just nothing. Alright, I think I need to be here. I'm not, they're over there. I'm gonna, okay. Okay, I guess if you're all over, I'm gonna trust you guys, cause like, I don't do arrows. I mean, as a summoner, I'm a DPS, okay? I don't need to be on all the time. My only job is to hit things really hard with spells, okay? I have no other job except to stand in AoEs and hit things really hard with spells. Yeah, all I do is summon things and just hit things, okay? I'm not healing this for a reason. And the reason is I know Where, oh, okay, I guess I'm going here. We're all here. Are we all going here? We're all over here. I guess we're all over here then. And here I go. Ifrit is always the thing that kills me. Fucking Ifrit being the bane of my existence. Original Summoner had Ifrit being like the thing you wanted out all of the time. And now, Ifrit's the thing you don't want to summon at all. Die, thank you. I don't want to deal with that.
That they command such terrible beasts bodes ill. We've no time to lose. Such destruction.
Where is the tank stopping? That'll dictate where I summon my primals. Yay! I summoned a primal on top of another primal. Primal sandwiches for everyone. Primal sandwiches for you and you and you. Everybody's got to eat their primal sandwiches. Original Hellhound as opposed to what? What is a not original Hellhound? I'm confused. It says original Hellhound. What is the not original Hellhound?
If we split up.
That implies that there's Hellhounds in this game that are not, like, what? The implications are confusing me. Also, how can it be an original Hellhound? It's from the 13th, right? The 13th is not... That isn't how that works, right? Am I missing something lore-wise? Why is it... And this is called an original Gargoyle, as opposed to what? I feel like this is like breaking the lore of the game. But maybe I'm the one that's missed something? If you hear barking in the background, I apologize. Maple has decided that she needs to get fed early. It's about 30 minutes till her dinner time, and she's not happy about it. She gets fed at the same time every day, but still. My foot is asleep. Yeah, she's not as loud as the others. She's like 13, but she has decided that she must be fed. Because she can't wait 30 minutes. I want these wings as a fashion accessory. accessory so goddamn badly. I would love to have these wings. Look at them, they're fucking gorgeous.
Light or dark, it
A
matters
fashion
not.
accessory, a mount, something, come on.
Such savagery ills.
Oh, I might have just, that other summoner might be mad at me. I didn't check if I was rewriting their, okay, well now I stay where I am. Brain moved in different directions there. I apologize to the healer for getting a double stack. That's on me. I got cheese puffed.
Let's see.
Death by Cheetos. I didn't mean to do that. Where am I going today? I think I'm going over here today.
Even so, I'll not be bested. Not this day.
I also kind of wish, so Guild Wars 2 has this fashion, like, backpack accessory that's like wings but blades.
My friend.
And I kind of wish FF14 would give us something similar to that. I think it'd be really cool. I think they're like Shiro's blades or something. They're a tie-in to like one of the Revenant like heroes that you can summon from like the Cantha region, like the assassin Shiro or whatever. They're a tie-in to his blades. But then there's also like the Seraph blade thing, which is similar. I don't know. I kind of wish FF14 would have a version of that, though. I feel like that'd be cool. Well, I timed that Aegis shield very well. I actually managed to time something decently today. Hell yeah.
Bested. Not this day.
I did not expect to be able to time something decently. I thought I was gonna be very bad. But it actually worked out. That's nice. I'm gonna do the other summoner because I feel bad that I kind of overwrote their little thing there. With my own little thing. I mean, it's kind of like when you're a bard and like you're having to juggle different songs with another bard. Very annoying. Fortunately with Summoner it's just the shining light thing. I don't really have to worry about anything else. Okay, why is, okay. Yes, Depression is out. My Chocobo is out. Its name is Depression. It is currently, I think, level 18. I like to level up depression throughout the game. And just sell off these things because I want money. Maybe I should have kept those. Nah. Alright, now we switch over to healer. Which means I actually need to focus. Actually, no, we might get the... Okay, if we get the final days, I might have a bit of a riot. But I think we'll be fine. Cross my fingers. Probably will die. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I might get the final days, cross my fingers, probably die. The tank will definitely Well, I don't know. If they're a good tank, they won't die. If I have a DPS that's standing in AoEs every 20 minutes, they're gonna die. I let idiots die. I can't heal stupid. Ah, thank the gods! Thank the 12s above, we got Smileton. Okay, I can heal this easy peasy. I can heal this in my sleep. We're fine. I have actually healed this in my sleep. Well, I was half asleep. Although, I did fully fall asleep in the Barbarici trial, but I was a summoner, not a healer. It was like after I'd worked a full day and I like logged on to grind a little bit and I was like, I'll do trials, that's short, I don't need to do anything. And then I fully fell asleep and they didn't kick me for some reason. No idea why. They should have kicked me. I was definitely out of it. I woke up in my office chair, all alone in the Barbarici trial at the end of it. Just... I would have kicked me. It was very nice of them to not give me what I expressly deserved. And now I just spam holy. And now I just wait for that to die. It's not my job to kill things. I probably will be killing a lot of things, but it's not my job to. I just need to make sure everyone's alive. I mean, let's be real though. Like, us healers, we mostly do damage and let y'all die. The healer main that I am. I didn't say I was a good healer main, I'm just an adequate healer main. Actually, oh, it's a warrior, that's why. I was like, oh, the tank's not taking a lot of damage. They're doing pretty well. And then it's like, oh yeah, they're a warrior. I ain't gotta worry shit. They're fine. If this was a Dark Knight or a Gunbreaker, I'd be shitting my pants a bit more. Although I have met some very entitled paladins. It really depends. I love that the main mechanic of this boss fight is called Get Off My Lawn. It's amazing. It's, yeah, lines of fire and get off my lawn. really suburban. And now I'm a glare mage. Oh, you want healing? Okay, here's some healing. There's the get off my lawn mechanic. I'm only healing you because that'll give me blood lilies. And I want blood lilies. Oh, look at that, it's a blood lily. Oh, I do need to go here. It's red versus blue. Oh yeah, this'll die. We're making good time here. There we go, easy peasy. That was nice and fast. Everyone's doing their jobs very adequately. Is there a bit of a voice disconnect? That's always fun. Such is the way of life and technology. I don't know how to say this tank's name. Yuri Grender? Urendier? Malagold. This is one of those, like, keyboard vomit things, right? It sounds like Elizin. Like, it sounds like they rolled, like, the Elizin, or, like, Seawolf Rodigan, like, random name generator. Because the Seawolf Rodigan random, okay. Well, I ain't complaining. You do you. Okay, so the Seawolf Rodigan thing in the lore book, this is actually in the FF14 lore book. Seawolf Rodigan names are literally just keyboard smashing. The literal FF14 lore book says, yeah, no, they're literally just keyboard smashing. Which is why I'm wondering if this person was originally like a Seawolf Rodigan or an Elizin. Elizins are like very French-inspired name-wise. But like, yeah, the Seawolf Rodigans are literally just like, their dialect could be akin to smashing a bunch of letters in a keyboard. I just don't know how to say their name. It's weirding me out. They're doing a good job. I want to give them credit, but I can't say their name, which makes it hard to give them credit. But they're doing such a good job, and I want to reward good tanks. Why can't being nice to people be easy? Why is it so difficult? I want to reward the good tank, but the good tank's name I can't say. I guess that's more of a me problem than a they problem. lilies. Y'all don't need the healing. And it's a pizza pie. I don't know if that's the official name for that mechanic, but that's what I'm calling it from now on. The pizza pie mechanic. In the sky, like a pizza pie. Yeah, you gotta love teaming up with a warrior to take on dungeons. Do I have to do anything? Hell no! All I do is DPS! They can heal themselves! Well, okay, that's not entirely true, but... I gotta heal them a little bit, but not that much. It makes my life easy. And we got a bard, which means I get mana regeneration faster. Yeah, only if they play that song, though. But they're gonna have to play that song. That's how their rotation works. Sometimes you just get a good group. I was not expecting to get a good group. I was expecting to get the final days and, like, everybody face planting. This is very nice. This is a good sign. Good signs. Maybe. And I just spam holy. I'm sorry, I'm probably blinding everyone right now. Yay! And blood lilies. I still want this to be an apartment complex at least. Although, since they are going to give us, like, planetary restoration-y type stuff, I'm hoping that, like, the same thing with Ishgard will happen, where we'll get, like, some sort of, like, new housing zone. That would make my day. Lunar housing would be amazing, and it could just kind of look like this. Or if we got, like, planetary housing, that would be even better. There's only 3, not really worth holding anymore. Once it gets to, like, 3 or 2, it's not really worth the holy. You're gonna do more damage, not really. Oh hey, it was someone's first time here. That's impressive. They did well. Ah, tank. Oh, the tank realized they messed up too. The tank realized they messed up too. Okay. They realized that they apologized. I'll take that. I am gonna let them die, but I'll take that. Yeah. Nope. That's your bad. All right, they're here. I think they probably got a little confused like I did, because like the dungeon went so smoothly, it doesn't feel like there was a new person. I mean, they were a really good tank, and they did take it well, and they apologized, and were like, okay, I'm not actually engaging with the boss, I'm just gonna take the damage while we wait, so I'm still probably gonna give them the commendation, because they, you know, they did well, they admitted they were wrong, they laughed about it, that's a good sign. A sign of maturity shall be rewarded. And now we just kill the big cheese. I like that its name is the big cheese, and it's got a head that kind of looks like a duck, with rabbit ears for a crown. There's something very visually appealing about this. In a weird, twisted sense. Oh yeah, now we're seeing that they're new. You know, it was taking a minute, but we're seeing it now. Alright, come on, cheesy boy, time to die. By that. That was my bad. They followed me. They should not have followed me, but they followed me. Alright, I'm gonna commend the tank. They did adequately. They actually did a really good job, and they acknowledged when they messed up, and they were good. And look, they're still apologizing even now. That's so nice of them. Usually people are so, like, I could never do anything wrong, you know, etc., etc. So when somebody actually does something nice and is, like, really good about, like, acknowledging their mistakes in a mature manner, I want to reward that. And they will be rewarded with a commendation. I would have shouted out their name, but I couldn't say it. I didn't know how to say it. Which, again, is a me problem, not a they problem. It does look like they just rolled the randomizer on Seawolf names, but... And then just sell off some stuff for some gil. Trying to save up. Who knows what Dawn Trail is gonna bring, and I got an FC to support. I got an FC I gotta put through college. Alright, let me check currency to make sure we're not going over. Well, that's good. I actually might be able to upgrade some stuff. But not yet. I'm still not there yet. Alright. 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. The 5, 6, 7, 8s. 5, 6, 7, 8 dungeon! Perks of being a healer. Oh, Ampador Keep. Okay. Oh, these two must be together. Rooster Morgan and Jay Morgan. to regen at this level. Otherwise, this might be kind of bad. My glam is actually pretty on point for this dungeon. Sometimes happy things happen. I don't have lilies though. That's gonna be kind of dicey. Means I actually have to cast healing spells. Oh no. The whole lovely thing about having lilies is I don't have to cast healing spells. I just have to spam my lilies. I'm too lazy to cast healing spells. I do like how they made some of these like 50 dungeons give you a bunch of gil each time an enemy dies though. It is a nice incentive. And it makes running some of these like lower level ones a little more worth it in a way. Although there are some other perks to running, you know, lower level dungeons. They do a good job of making it worth your while. Now, are we going to be running in, or are we going to go get that treasure chest? Ah, this is a Russian warrior. Okay. Tells me a little bit about what I'm dealing with. Although they're doing a good job so far. I think they're helping out this other person. Just a hunch. It seems like they're leveling up Reaper, so... just a hunch. Yeah, you can't kill this guy before he does the void call. You gotta do that for the, because it's the boss is from the void call. They like bait you in. They're like, oh, here's hoping you can kill before the, you can't. They're just playing ya. You can't kill them before the rock golems start going though. Yep, and you just need to focus on him and the rock golems will crumble as well. Ethereal flow. Oh yes, it's this one. There are too many, like, Ampedor keeps, like, similar, dungeons or vibes at level 50 and 60, where they have, like, hard mode, they have a bunch of other stuff, and I just get confused. It's confusing. Then there's that whole, like, Wanderer's Palace thing, the Tonebury one, the, like... It gets confusing. Not difficult, but yeah, confusing. So with all the statues. I know that, like, lore-wise, they kind of matter in a way, but after they stop mattering a bit more, like, lore-wise, I kind of check out. Oh, the tank actually making me cast healing spells. That's fine, I can earn my paycheck. I can earn my paycheck. We could also not need me to earn my paycheck, but, you know, I can if needed. Oh, hell yeah! Thank you for the new subscription, Alfwood! The stream is going adequately. A little worried in the beginning because FF14 is going down for maintenance in a couple hours. But otherwise... Oh, it's this fucking one with the fucking demon okay. Nah, nope, fuck off. I hate this dungeon. I remembered why I don't like this dungeon anymore. Oh no, I don't want to heal this. No, I can't cast Asuna soon enough for this one. Actually dodge. If you don't dodge, you're gonna get hit, and I can't cast Asuna enough while still doing damage. And there I go. I remember why I hate this one. Oh, thank you, Summoner. I love you. I remember why I hate this one. I don't like that. I don't like the demon wall. I forgot this one existed. And then it brings back all the memories of trying to level up Astrologian. I got that dungeon. I got this dungeon so many times when I was leveling up Astrologian. Oh my god. The pain and suffering. Yeah, I mean, I would take well over not well, so I'm doing okay. Ah, what happened there? Stop that. Computer, work with me. Tank, I can't heal through walls. You need to be in my line of sight for me to heal you. I can't heal through walls. Oh, good lord. I knew I was dealing with one of those Russian warriors. All they do is they rush in, and then they start spamming. And that's fine most of the time. But there are a few instances where, like, I can't heal through walls, and I can't keep you alive if you just rush in. Has anyone ever read the Origami Yoda series? If not, you should. It's really great. But, like, one of the things is, like, they quote, like, the Elvis thing of, like, rush in, fools do, or, like, fools rush in. Like, they're trying to speed run this dungeon, and I don't blame them for it. This is not my favorite dungeon. But, like... Can we... I don't remember this one that well. There's so many Amphadur keeps and Amphadur adjacent type dungeons that I'm like... Yeah, the Demon Wall just brings back memories of leveling up Astrologian for the first time. I got this so many times, and light speed was the only thing where I could, like, get enough Asunas out in time, because for some reason, everybody must stand in those AoEs. I forgot about the knockback, though. I did forget about the knockback. I remember the AoEs, because Asuna is rough to cast that many times. But, yeah, I forgot about the knockback. And this guy, you want to stay away from his behind. It's one of those ones where you stay to the side, because he's got big horns and a big tail. How's your life going, Alfwin? What you been up to? How's everyone's life going? Just let me know how your life's going. Let's trauma dump. Let's get this going. You don't have to if you don't want to. I feel like the internet has such like a stigma against trauma dumping, and I'm like, it's fine. I'm doing this summoner because they res me, and their character photo is literally just their butt and jeans, which is funny. Oh, I don't have that one. Well, I still don't have it. Okay. Actually, did I get it? No, I got an Amphadory stone. I'm sure that's for crafting something that I don't craft. I'll see if it sells better on the market board later on. It might also be like a collection-y type of achievement, too. Did I not get anything else out of that? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Huh. Oh well. I'm just trying to save up on Gil, because if they're do like planetary housing at some point, I want to be able to snag like a large. Currently, right now, we have a small in Shirogane, but it's so hard to get any type of housing in Shirogane that a small's like an achievement. Yeah. Just checking currency. Alright, I'm not gonna go over by doing leveling. If it is Poison Veil, I will probably die. Not my character, but me personally will die. Oh, hey! It's Natasha! First dungeon ever! Oh, everyone's new except me! Oh, no! Yeah, I think Basil is better inside. We used to grow a lot of like basil and stuff when we had rabbits and like small rodent-y animals. Oh, this is... Okay. Everyone here is kinda new. Please turn on your tank stance. Hey, new tank, we follow you. tank, they have no idea what tank stance is, even though they did the Smith quest. Oh, okay. We can do this without tank stance. It's just going to be... Alright, they figured it out. They figured out that tank stance is defiance. Oh boy, I am really a babysitter today. They're at least open to learning, though. I can't knock them for that. They are open to learning. They're doing a good job trying to learn. I can't get mad at them for that. They are trying. The thing is just like, everybody here is trying. Yeah. We used to grow basil, like, in our kitchen, like, above the sink. And you gotta keep it kind of, like, there. I don't know. I'm not as big of a gardener because I have, like, pollen allergies, but that was one of the things we did with basil. We also used to grow it with, strawberries and, like, stuff like that as well. But, we kind of stopped growing strawberries and, like, tomatoes as much because Maple will eat them. She's very, very, gentle about it. Like, she doesn't damage the plant, but it kind of defeats the purpose of growing strawberries if, your dog is eating them before you can actually pick them. She's very gentle about it. She, like, goes up and just very gently uses her mouth to, like, pick the strawberry off the plant. And she does the same with the tomatoes. But it kind of defeats the purpose of growing these things if, you can't actually eat them because your dog is very clever. And my mom tried very many ways to, get out of, her doing that. But, Maple's very sneaky about it. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's also a lot that goes on with, like, you know, soil and, other stuff like that, too. Well, if you need someone to take care of her strawberries, I could just bring Maple over. She'll eat them like there's no tomorrow. My dog thinks she's a cow. Seriously, the other day, she was outside and she threw a hissy fit because I wouldn't let her eat the grass. She, like, tried to run away from me while trying to eat the grass, and I was like, Maple, you can't do that. She's on a bunch of medication that's making her all weird, but, like, still, I'm like, Maple. It's just kind of like the barely mobile 13-year-old dog trying to, like, run away and, like, go hide in the grass and thinks that I can't see her is, I'm like, first of all, you can't see well. You also can't hear well. And you're just, it's just not, like... It's kind of the definition of a rogue rolling a -1 in a stealth check. do the blue coral formation. Yep, so if any of you ever run Satasha, in the beginning of Satasha, there's a little like a little thing, and it'll say the captain likes his wine, or something akin to that, and then it'll say like blue, red, or green, and that lets you know which one to press. You can press all the other ones, you'll just get a lot more ads, whereas if you press the right one, it'll just show up, the first boss will just show up. So it's kind of like if you want to do it quicker, just press the one that was in the little note at the beginning. That's a little tip about Satasha that not a lot of people, even people who are very skilled in FF14, know, because it is the first dungeon. I do want to do like a dungeon deep dive like playlist where I just go through all the dungeons and say things. It would be a little weird starting with Satasha. I feel like people would be like, why? Nobody needs to know a lot about Satasha. But like, I do feel like there's a lot of little mechanics that get passed over because it is very easy to run and it's the first one you run. And I like the little, like, lore details that are like, hey, the captain likes his wine like this, and if you actually read it, it actually means something. It's a nice little touch. Or like, if you gotta kill the Swallowtail Reavers here first, because Captain Madison's gonna run off as soon as you get him down low. So if you kill the Swallowtail Reavers here first, it makes it's a little less confusing when Captain Madison decides to be a coward and run away. Also, yeah, you don't need to stop at the chests. There's a little tab for loot, and you can pretty much roll on loot throughout the entire dungeon while you're moving or doing anything. Little tips and tricks. Dungeon tips and tricks. It'll be wherever you put your notification settings in your UI. Also, for this one, you don't need to pull the whole room, you just need to pull these two sets. And I kind of use my health as a sacrifice pool there to tell the tank where to go. This way. I'm a very good escort, okay? I'm a really good babysitter of sprouts, children, and adult children, okay? My job right now is literally teaching kids how to ride some dangerous-ass animals. I'm very good at what I do. You drop Defiance. I messed that up. I was trying to give them a little pet on the head. You gotta hype up the baby tanks so that they'll keep tanking when they get older. Otherwise, we'll have a tank shortage. Alright. Yeah, I should take that off. Here we go. And like this, you don't need to take on everything. We're just going this way. Oh, and look at that! They're using Rampart! That's a good baby tank. We gotta give them a commendation just for using Rampart. So many tanks never touch fucking Rampart. If you touch Rampart and you're a tank, you're automatically okay in my book. I will forever support the tanks that correctly use Rampart. Go on, let's go! All you new little sprouts, let's go! Come on, little sprouts, let's go get them. Oh, and look at that, they're trying to turn him around. That's good. Good tank. Good tank. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. We just gotta beat the shit out of this guy. I gotta let them know they all did well. This is what you're here for, right? Cat girls in mini skirts. Joyfully gesturing to you. That's right, cat girls in miniskirts joyfully gesturing. It's always heartwarming to run dungeons with people who are new and, like, genuinely excited to be new. There's something so, like, lovely and heartwarming about that. It makes me happy. I was just saying that, like, a lot of people, one of the reasons they get into Final Fantasy XIV is the cat girls in miniskirts. So I was joyfully gesturing to all the new sprouts, which was, like, everyone, right? It is really fun if you know how to tank. I'm a bad tank, but that tank was new, and it was Natasha, and it was their first time running, and I was trying to hype them up so that good tanks will be, you know, like, I try to be very heartwarming to the new people. Sometimes it's a bit of a groan, but, like, honestly, if they are really excited to be there, and they're trying their best, and they're being respectful, and they're trying to do a good job, I will do everything in my power to hype up their confidence so much. I will do everything in my power to hype up the new players' confidence. If they're genuinely being respectful, genuinely trying to do a good job, genuinely trying to, genuinely trying to, like, have a good time and, like, do the best that they can do, and, like, they aren't, like, butthurt, and they, like, are there to have a good time and have fun, like, yeah, like, I will do everything in my power. I will overheal that tank to the point where they feel super confident. I will sacrifice my own health to kind of, like, point them in the right direction. I will do everything in my power. Yeah, I mean, I think most people in FF14 are like that. But yeah, cat girls in miniskirts are a selling point, and I am a cat girl in a miniskirt. I mean, Ghost Reaper, I can be a cat girl in a miniskirt in real life. Do you want to see? I will literally show you. I can be a cat girl in a miniskirt in real life. Watch this. Watch this. Yes, my skirt is riding up my ass. Don't think about it. Boom! Cat girl in a miniskirt. My skirt is riding up my ass. Don't think about it. Cat girl in a miniskirt. Yes, it is. It is riding up my butt. Stop. I probably just flashed all of Twitch. Whatever. This is not geared toward children. Cat girl in a miniskirt. You want more of that? Go check out the OnlyFans. It's only $5 a month. I'm a cat girl in a miniskirt in the game, and I'm a cat girl in a miniskirt in real life. It brings in viewers. The problem is viewers don't really stay. Like, that's the thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I'm actually hiding a lot of scar tissue under these socks, but I'm trying. Oh, might get I might get pretty badly screwed over on Twitch for that. No one report me for that. I didn't realize this like skirt was so high up on my ass. Alright, depression saddlebag. This is my chocobo. Its name is Depression. Also, hello chat, I farted. It is so nice to see you here. I don't think I'm popular enough to get away. Like, okay, here's the thing. I'm in this weird scenario where I'm not popular enough to get, like, hit on Twitch. Like, I can get away with a lot more because I'm not popular. But I also get away with some other things that are I get away with some things less because I'm not popular. Like, there's this weird, kind of narrowy in-between space. I don't know. That's why I have OnlyFans, okay? If you want to see that, you go over to OnlyFans. It's literally just $5 a month. I get $4.75 of that $5, but you know. Okay, this is here's the thing. Whenever I'm like looking at people who mod, especially FF14 characters, and they're doing like explicit mods, I'll be like, that's not what a vagina looks like. I'm really asexual, so like I'm like, that's not what one looks like though. Like, they don't seem to know what it looks like, which is weird because the internet exists. It is, yeah, no, OnlyFans updated their, like, private thing, so yeah, it is a better percentage than I expected, yeah. I do fantasy content, that exists in a world in my brain. You can create your own world building with any of it. It's like cosplay. It's like cosplay, but like cosplay in my own universe. It's weird. I have a lot of costumes, and I use them for my advantage. I have done some stuff that's like actually based off of like characters and things, but like it's all in my own crazy cracked out headspace. Not cracked out, but like you know what I mean. Okay, I am not healing trials. Because if I get, like, the Dark Abyss, or whatever the frickin' Goldes trial is, I'm going to curse everyone to death. And, I don't want to, like, inflict that. Or, like, the final, like, whatever the, like... There are certain trials that I don't feel comfortable enough to heal yet. Most of them I could probably heal with my eyes closed or half asleep, and I have. But, some of them I don't feel comfortable enough to heal yet, so we're doing this as a summoner. Because I can skate through life. Yeah, Twitch is brutal. Honestly, yeah, Twitch is pretty brutal. It didn't used to be this brutal, but it's gotten a lot more brutal on Twitch. Well, I'm not good at tanking anything in any game, Ghost Reaper, so, you know, two sides of the same coin. I'm also kind of a mid-melee DPS, which are very similar to tanks. I like playing melee DPS, PvE, but same with tanking, I'll tank PvE, which is not really tanking, it's just being like a more hardy, DPS. But, especially in FF14. But, yeah, I'm not very good at, like, any, like, high-tier content. I'm not the best melee DPS. I could maybe skate by, but I'm not gonna be, like, I prefer to be ranged. Oh, hey, we got Steps of Faith. Oh, this one makes me sad. It's just such a big moment. Heavensward is so good, guys. Honestly, now that FF14's free until Stormblood, y'all gotta play. Like, it's gonna be, like, every new expansion, they're increasing the free trial. Like, it's free to play until Stormblood now. You guys gotta get to Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward is so fucking amazing. Yeah, and like with data center travel, as long as you're in the same like region data center, you can go anywhere. Like as long as you're in a North American data center, I can play with you now. We can't be in the same FC unless you're on my data center, but like, you know, I can play with anyone on a North American data center now. Yeah, it's free to play until Stormblood. That's so many hours of content. Heaven's Ward is amazing. Oh my god. I will totally taxi everybody around. We can have, okay, if a bunch of people get FF14 on a North American data center, we'll schedule a day and I will taxi all of you around. I will literally get my 8-person mecha whale mount out and I will taxi everybody to their destinations. Oh, thank you! Hi, Chain Smoking Moira. I am the best taxi ever. I don't charge. I do fun emotes. I make snide remarks about people and story. I will taxi everybody around, and then once you get to Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, I will taxi you around to get all your ether currents so you can fly. Why are people dead? Get up off the ground. Oh, I know why they're dead. The tank did not get those ads in time. I'm doing good. You missed me accidentally flashing more of my ass than was probably useful. But I'm doing good. I mean, if you can get on my data center, I'm on the Crystal data center and my world is Zalera. If you can get there, I will literally invite you to my FC and you can get all the buffs and help with leveling and all that. If you can't get on Zalera, but you can get on another server in Crystal, that's fine. Like, I can still probably, it's easier to, like, team up. If you can't get on Crystal or any of the servers on Crystal, I would generally avoid Balmug. It's kind of sketchy. But, get on a North American data center, and we can do anything, yeah. Just remember, this is like a JRPG, so you have to think of it as a JRPG first and an MMO secondary. If you play it like a single-player game with, like, MMO elements, it works a little better. Yeah. But I will totally be the taxi for everyone. I have several mounts that, oh, we did not kill things in time, and now we are all dead. It wasn't an intentional show, okay? So what I'm wearing, it's a mini skirt, but it's like a running skirt. So it's got like a short section of the mini skirt. And it kind of rode up my ass while I was sitting. So I went to get these cat ears because we were talking about cats in mini skirts. Yeah, I flashed my ass. It wasn't intentional! It is quality content! That's usually why I charge people to look at my ass! And the potato lollipel is down again. This is gonna be rough. I should have healed. Alright, tanks. Oh, no. One of these is us away from the tank. Get it before it cleaves us. It's got some pretty giant cleaves. Okay, we killed that one in time. Nope, 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 nope. And this is the part of playing with new people that I am not as fond of. Oh, but Heaven's Ward was such a good story, guys. A Realm Reborn isn't as bad as I think people think it is. It's definitely, like, still got a lot of that, like, potato spaghetti, like, coding that they struggled with. If you all want a really good documentary that's free on YouTube that, like, reveals a lot about, not just the gaming industry, but, like, how games are made, they remade A Realm Reborn from what originally, like, there's a good documentary, I think it's by NoClip or whatever, but about Final Fantasy and all that it took to remake it. But they basically remade A Realm Reborn in under a year. They had to take A Realm Reborn in the original state that was not very feasible, and they had to make it in under a year, like remake it in under a year. So a lot of the coding from A Realm Reborn isn't fantastic, but they've been doing updates to change it and to fix bugs and to like improve the quality. So like some of the trials that were like very congested, they like moved them into like just regular duty, so you don't have to like wait to get in. They've done a lot of stuff with it to try to make it better, and they're still doing a lot of stuff to try to make it better. And then Dawn Trail, we're getting a graphics update. And the graphics update is going to be mostly implemented in Dawn Trail, but then over the course of after Dawn Trail, they're going to be implementing it in like the earlier versions of the game as well. They're kind of working backwards. But it is really cool that they do try to like update things and make it better. And like by no means is it perfect. Like any game, it has its flaws. And like any MMO, it is notoriously grindy. But it is quite good. Story-wise, at least. And now it's on Xbox, and it's also free to play until Stormblood, which means you basically get until level 70. And that's not just for one class. You can be every single class in this game. So that means you get every class until 70, pretty much. Except for the classes that start at 70, which is Reaper and Sage. You would kind of need, I think, Shadowbringers for that. But that does mean you get, like, all of the Dark Knight quests, pretty much. Which are some of the coolest job quests I've ever played through. Alright, Nidhogg. Calm your jets. Well, hey, we all stacked. That's nice. Sometimes we don't all stack. Get out of those. I don't want to be in those. Those are painful. I love the spectacle in this game sometimes. Sometimes it frightens me, like genuinely, like I know I'm gonna die. But other times the spectacle is very fun. Alright, not doing the healers or the tank. I'm gonna do this monk. There's not enough monk players in this game. We're gonna do the monk. Mostly because they like do a lot of changes to monk, and also because monk actually is very high at end level. Monk is actually a very high skill level to play through. Monk is fun because like everything is a combo, but at end game, monk has a very high skill ceiling to do effectively. And currency. Okay, not going over on currency. What is after this? I'm not doing main scenario. I don't hate myself or y'all enough to do main scenario. I guess we can stay summoner for alliance raids. Let's see what we're gonna get. maybe it'll be something good, and maybe it'll be something I have not played in a very, very, very long time. What's the weather like? Oh, that's pretty. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new character creator. A lot of people didn't like the benchmark character creator, and I get why. As a keeper of the moon, Makote, like, they kind of, you know, got rid of my things. But, like, it is a benchmark. Like, it's not the final project. Everything is subject to change. Like, it's not supposed to be finished. I don't know. I was like, this is not supposed to be a finished product. It's supposed to be a sneak peek. Like... I don't know, they're giving us another one, though. So, I guess we're getting 2 now. That'll be fun. Come on, Alliance Raids. I'm only rolling this because I don't want to heal anything Robin Ostrey related. Or I don't want to heal, like... some of the Nero raids. I can heal them. I'm bad at, well, I'm not bad at healing them. I can heal them. I just don't want to. I don't want to heal them. Yep, the game does just keep going. They're very good. They have like 3.5, patch updates. Like every 3.5 months. It used to be every 3 months, but they did 3.5 because the workload was getting to be a lot. What is that back there? Oh, that's a snake. There's a... I thought that might be like a hunt, but no. I would have been excited if it had been a hunt, but like, I would have needed more people to kill it. What is this person's glam? Can I just perv their glam? Oh, that's a pretty generic Reaper glam. Hang on. Yeah, it's Viera, so it's hot by default, but it is a pretty generic Reaper glam. There we go. Alliance raids. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Yeah, there's a couple more events coming too. We're getting the Make It Rain campaign, so we will be doing a lot in the Gold Saucer. And then we're also getting the like the next Mogpendium Moogle thing that they're trying that's new, where like you have a couple things. So like there's a couple more events coming, which is gonna be fun. There's actually, oh frick, we got this one. Okay. We'll see if we can get past the first boss. If we can't get past the first boss, that's a great sign of where this raid's gonna go. If we can't get past the first boss, this raid's gonna go well. If we can't, if it takes us some time... The first boss is like one of the hardest in this kind of tier. So, we'll see. Yeah. There's actually some stuff I want from the Moogle event this time around, though. They added some new stuff, so I'm kind of excited for that. Okay. Yeah, at least I'll know early how difficult this is gonna be. Ooh, run for your lives. Nope, nope, frick. Oh, yeah, we lost some people already. We lost some people already. Oh, yeah, we lost a lot of people. Let's just throw a bunch of elemental shit at us and see how we handle. I am clenching my butthole. Kinda glad I didn't heal now. Oh, fuck my life. Okay. Oh, we all got fucking doomed. I am so sorry, healers. That's gotta suck. Where are we going? Are we going back here? Okay. What's happening? Oh yeah, we need to get over here now. Yep. And we lost some people again. Yay! I'm getting the dancer up. I don't need the black mage to get up. Somebody already got the black mage, but also, like, they're so slow. This is not their fight. This is not your battle, black mage. This is not the fight for you. This is a very mobile fight. And while you do big explosions, you also are so slow. Oh, frick my life. I did not get there in time. Get me up, I can res! I am capable of resing. Get your res mage up. Oh, they're probably on cooldown for swift cast. Yeah, they're doing ascend hard cast. Ooh, okay. And they needed to deal with Doom, so then they had to take a break from that. No, they got the Reaper up before me? How dare you! I am a res mage! Get your res mages up first. It goes res mages, melee, then casters. Black mages do not count as res mages. They can't res. So they go in the casters pile. Which is why res mages don't count as casters. There's an order to it. Always get the res mages up first. Well, okay, there is a caveat to that. Red mages can't res until after level 64. So if what you're doing is level capped before level 64, you don't get the red mages up. They count as like a black mage. But summoners can res pretty much early on. They can res very quickly. So you don't need to worry about, okay. Yeah, I'm fucked. Woo, that killed us. The PC is holding up very, very well. It's going good. And then I also got something that, like, boosts my Wi-Fi, and then Nero got me, like, an extension cord for the thing that boosts my Wi-Fi. So I now have a Wi-Fi boost to the PC, and it's going really well. I'm very happy with it. Oh, this person's leaving. They are full on leaving. They wrote, have a great time in chat, and they are going. They're not in my alliance, but yeah, they're like, they are full on dipping out. Like, we are not. Okay, they're gonna, yep, healer, go. Healer LB, go! Why are they not going? They're not healer LB3ing. They're hard they decided not to. Oh, you fuckers. I mean, yeah, it is almost dead, but still, you could have gotten them all up. Oh, no, my life. Why? gonna be a doozy. If we had this much trouble on the first boss, the rest of this is gonna be an absolute shitfest. But you know, it'll be painful for me, but it'll be great content for you guys. Who doesn't want to watch the shit hit the fan in more ways than one? Oh, fuck my life. Okay. Yeah, no, they full on left. They weren't in my alliance though, so I don't know, but like, and now we run through. It's actually a little strange, because I got the first alliance raid in this tier set, I got the first one, yesterday, so it's a little weird. As long as it's not real shit. Yeah, no, I can't shit on command. There's a really old, Donald Glover, comedy sketch where they're talking about someone who's a rapist, and someone was saying, like, if he tries to rape me, I'm gonna shit on him. And Donald Glover was like, you can shit on command? And I'm like, I cannot shit on command. I mean, but some people can do that. There's definitely, there's an industry, there's definitely a segment of the porn industry that people get paid just to do that. They should have killed that eyeball much sooner. That thing, like, paralyzes you. I mean, you do have, I did look at it, but still. Up the stairs, up the stairs. Whee! Falling. I actually really like the, like, gothic heart portion of this alliance raid. It's just like everything before that I don't like, but like the gothic heart, like, gestury portion of this alliance raid I actually really like. It's very like Hell of a Boss styled. Although this came out way before Hell of a Boss came out, but still. Very similar. Gotta watch the sights. I don't remember the mechanic of that. We're all moving over this way, so I'm assuming there's a reason. Oh, I'm starting to see the reason. Yeah, I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. I may be dying. Oh. We're all going over here, I guess. Okay, somebody else kind of knows what's going on. That's good, because I have zero idea. What did I get? Water resistance down. So I go in fire? Am I turning things? No. Water resistance is down, so we want fire, not water. I forgot that this one is like, you have to kind of coordinate that one as a group. I'm slowly remembering what this used to be. I'm slowly, I haven't done this in a very long time, and I'm slowly coming to the realization of what it is. I got stunned again. I got turned to stone. That's lovely. What did I look at? I'm not gonna make that in time. Actually, maybe I will. Okay, on second thought, I did. Okay, I did make that in time. Okay. Entertainment. Alright, we killed that. Yay! Okay. If you could stop slashing me, that'd be great. Oh, for the love of... Why are we back at this again? And, well, I have to be in Ifrit stance, too. Okay. Although the minion from this raid is the only raid minion I don't have yet. So, probably, in Dawn Trail, I'll be running this a lot. One, to get that minion, because it is the only minion from a raid I don't have yet, and my completionist compulsion won't let that stand. So I'll probably be running this to level up classes quite a bit. Apologies to anyone who gets looped in on that. Water resistance down. We want things in fire. Yes, I was correct. Somebody is now mad that people were changing it to water and telling people to read their debuffs. I was correct that that was the way the mechanic worked. Okay, cool. Glad I didn't touch that after the first time, because then I would have felt kind of shitty. See, I love this portion, this like rose, like demon rose eye thing. Like they're like roses with eyes. This is another reason I wish they would put Explorer mode in Alliance raids. I would love to take a ton of photos just in front of the flowers with eyes. There's something so, like, romantically creepy about that. And then, like, the like, hearts here, just such romantic creepiness. I'm here for it. I didn't even know that was a genre I'd be into, but it kind of is. Not like, okay, maybe romantic creepy is not the right word. Like gothic, like, not... This, like, creepy but still heart-filled vibe. Go beyond loot. Most of it is like weird fantasy type cosplay things. But like I'm just cosplaying stuff from like my head. Like it's like reminiscent of like actual legit cosplay, but it's also just stuff that exists in my head. If you like fantasy punk aesthetic, it's kind of that. I don't know what you mean by lewd, though. It's not really lewd. It has some lewd elements, I would say, but, like, not really lewd. Like, not... I wouldn't say it's, like, very lewd. I'm still, like... I don't know. Maybe shoot I'm doing. Like, today I posted a video that was kind of just a goodie getting ready for a photo shoot, one of the photo shoots that I was doing. Because I missed a week. I try to do it every week, but because I missed last week, I tried to add a little extra today. But I wouldn't know if I would really qualify it as lewd. I mean, it is still OnlyFans. I'm still doing, like, sexy type content. Yeah, smutty might be a better word for it. I love this trial. Oh my god, look at this. The rainbow hearts, the, like, demon lolly, it's great. Yeah. Oh, somebody pulled ahead of time. That's a problem. You're not supposed to pull ahead of time. I don't know who did it, so I can't let you die. But if I were a healer and I knew who pulled ahead of the party without waiting for everyone to finish the cutscene, I would have let them die. Okay, it's not anyone in our alliance raid. Then I don't have a say in the matter. It's somebody in Alliance C. I am Alliance A. I don't have a say in whether they live or die, but I hope their healer lets them die. As payback. You don't skip cutscenes! I think you have to stand perfectly still not to get, yeah. You have to stand perfectly still when that goes off not to get eaten by that. No actions, no nothing, just stand perfectly still. It took me forever to figure out that mechanic. I think that's why I remember it. I did not think through that. Gotta kill those. Lewds. Although, I did just post a Sith, like, inspired, it's like a punk Sith inspired thing today. Tasteful lewds would probably be accurate, yes. Cause that's just cause I have, like, an umbrella that is also, like, a red lightsaber. The lighting didn't really work out on it, but, you know, the rest is fine. If you need, so you can be every job in this game, as long as you are as long as you complete your level 10 job quest, You can pretty much level up every job. If you need a job guide, there's a couple really good ones on YouTube, and you can kind of see what kind of tank you would want to be. Marauders turn into warriors. Gladiators turn into paladins. It really depends what kind of tank you want to play. Warriors right now are pretty high damage, and then later on, once you get to Heaven's Ward, you unlock Dark Knight. You can unlock Dark Knight, and then if you reach level 60, you can unlock Gunbreaker. I'm trying to think if I'm missing any other tanks. I think those are all the tanks. Yeah, it really depends on, like, you can kind of, I could post one. I think Larry Sora did a really good one. But I'll post one that kind of shows off some of the tanking skills. Paladin in FF14 does not play like Paladin in World of Warcraft. But like, I don't know how the tank style of Paladin plays in World of Warcraft. I played Retribution Paladin in World of Warcraft, and that was very different than how Paladin plays in FF14. In FF14, Paladin's probably like the most stereotypical tank you can play. It's very, like, but you also have a lot of party buffs and stuff like that. Your main goal is protecting the party. It's a very, very stereotypical tank. If you like being a tank that has a lot of, like, party utility, Paladin's good. Warrior's a very high damage tank that has some pretty high survivability later on. You get an axe, you have rage, you know, it's pretty, you know, standard berserker type stuff. Oh, I need to get people up. Dark Knight is the emo tank. It's got a great sword. If you think of, like, it's like a Death Knight, essentially. Oh, we were so close. We just didn't kill the ad in time. Yeah, the ad needs to be away from the boss. So, I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. There's a private server, and we all died. We got so close, and we all died. I told you. So, I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, but I play on a private server that's free to play. I've linked it before, but yeah, I'll play on that private server a bit. I just don't like, World of Warcraft's monetization style. Yeah, like, Dark Knight's gonna be like a Death Knight. You're basically emo, you have a big great sword, you use the power of darkness. Dark Knight is the only tank where you kind of have to monitor, well, okay, Paladin and Dark Knight, you have to monitor your magic, kind of your MP, your magic power a bit. Gunbreaker is, if you're familiar with like Final Fantasy VIII, it's essentially, you have a gun blade, and you do very high combo attacks. Gunbreaker is a very clicky class. You have multiple rotations. If you like playing a tank that has a lot of, like, buttons to press constantly, Gunbreaker is that tank. I like Gunbreaker a lot. It's, the joke is that Gunbreaker is 3 DPS in a trench coat. I like playing Gunbreaker, I like playing Warrior. They're very high DPS tanks. I'm bad at tanking, so that's kind of... Warriors are pretty overpowered at the end game so far. That might change, though, in Dawn Trail. Pretty much every new expansion, there's a new, like, overpowered kind of system how things play out. I also just, I like Dark Knight a lot. I did do Dark Knight for a while, but, Dark Knight can be a little squishy. Dark Knight doesn't have as many combos. It can be a little squishy at endgame currently right now, but it does have, it's very, like, edgy, and if you like being emo, an emo tank, it's got the vibes for that. I'll link a couple, I'll link Ghost Reaper, I'll link a couple, job guides in Discord, later on. For you as well. DPS, or you can start out as, like, you know, a healer or whatever, and then later on you can just switch and level up if you feel worried about just starting out as a tank. A melee DPS is good if you're worried about starting out as a tank, because you kind of get a similar experience to tanking, but you don't have the same, pressures put upon you immediately. So sometimes people who do want to eventually go the tank route, start out as a melee DPS. I say if you want to be a tank and you like to tank, start out as a tank. You'll get into dungeons really quickly. It's not that bad. And if you need help, I am around. So I will heal for you, and I'll show you how to do stuff. I mean, I'm always around for anybody who wants to, you know, party, so. Not going well. Let me res people. Get up. What did they say about keeping the ad away from the boss? Oh my fucking god. What did they say? This is literally the same mechanic we just died to. How? Remember when I entered this raid and I said, how we kill the first boss is gonna dictate how the rest of the raid goes? This is what I mean. We had such a hard time killing the first boss, and now, the moment an ad comes in, none of us kill the ad. Yeah, I feel very validated right now. I'm correct. I was correct. I feel very validated right now. Because what I said checks out. We'll just watch this shit show kind of while we're here. Just watching the shit show. It's fine. It's cool. There's a reason that this is the only raid where I haven't gotten the minion from. And that's because of shit like this. So, again, as I level up during Dawn Trail, I will be running this raid a lot to try to get that minion, because I don't think I'm gonna get it this time around. And I apologize to everybody who gets dragged into that. We're all getting a free Fantasia for the graphics update too, so that's fun. I mean, you get a Fantasia when you beat the first part of a Realm Reborn before the post-Realm Reborn. And you also get a Fantasia from a couple other things, but otherwise you have to pay for them. So, getting a free one just because of the graphics update is good. Like, I'm glad that they're giving us all free Fantasia because of the graphics update. So now's a good time to download and start FF14, because you're going to get a free Fantasia. And a Fantasia means that you can change your character's gender and appearance and race without resetting any of your progress. This isn't really an alt game. This is a game you play on one character, and you just level up everything. So, yeah, you kind of have to approach it as a single-player game that, like, and, like, I have it all on European data center because they're still testing North American and European data center travel. Right now, all North American data centers can, you know, be together, and all European centers can be together, but, like, yeah, they're still testing it. Alright, Alfwin, stay safe, eat cake, because the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. Will they actually be able to kill this, or are we just gonna wait? Oh! Yep. They all kind of died. They tried. They tried. I think it's just one person right now waiting for death. There we go. Now we just wait. Okay, I do have my carbuncle out. Let's check everyone's glams while we're here. Okay, that's a generic healer, generic machinist, just caster here, but they do have the Eureka weapon, which is an achievement and a half. Let the weapon speak for you, I guess. Let's hope we don't die again. I am not optimistic, judging on how this has gone so far. We've literally been doing this with, like... It's been like pulling, like, teeth. It's like nails on a chalkboard right now. People, don't move. If you got hit with that, you just gotta stay there when the timer runs out. And people moved! Okay. I wasn't sure if I swift casted that, if somebody else had also swift casted as well. I gotta take this away from people. It's chasing me! Alright, get the shadow limbs. mutant stuffed animals that appear here and in the Pixie Quest line of Shadowbringers. You can actually get a minion of some of those too. I have one of the minions of it, but I don't have the like Chimera Poppet minion of it, which is sad. I really do want that one. It's really cool looking. Like demonic stuffed animals. Feel some very, you know, very like I like stuffed animals, and the demonic stuffed animals just feel a part of my soul I didn't know needed filling. Maybe we can pull this off. Maybe we can pull it off. Maybe the stars will align and this group can really pull it off. Let us see. Gotta absorb the meteors. Machinist space laser. Alright, we gotta get that. Okay, we got it in time. That's good. Yeah, so, there are North American data centers, and everyone in North American data centers can play with each other. You can travel to another data center. However, if you want to be in somebody's, like, free company, which is, like, their guild, you need to be on the same data center or the same world. So, my data center is Crystal, and my world is Zalera. If Zalera is full, you can get on another world in Crystal, although I would avoid Balmug, because Balmug is the RP center of the world, and it gets creepy over there. But, yeah, so, like, your region is kind of like your country, but it's more like states now than countries. It used to be a lot more, yeah, it used to be a lot more rigid, but they've since added data center travel. So if you can't get on any of the Crystal data center, any of the worlds in the Crystal data center, you can do another North American data center, and we can still play together. Yeah, and Balmug is usually people go to Crystal because they want to play on Balmug. I'm on Zalera, which is probably the chillest of the Crystal zones, I would like to say. We don't have a lot going on in Zalera. We all got snoozed. Away. Every time you see a glowing eye, you gotta look away. Unless there's a question mark next to it. Big old demon statues up there. looks. Sometimes if we don't have a good group, it plays like shit, but I love how it looks. Not because the game is shit, but because the group is shit. We gotta wait till its charges go down. Maybe the charges are going up? I'm not sure yet. That's fun. Now we've got more wings. We're not able to avoid barriers nullifying the damage. So... Okay, they're getting that person. I think they're gonna get the tank. Yeah, I'll get this guy. I'll get the black mage up because they got the tank up. Now we can do damage. The void barrier's down. And run away from everyone over here. Okay, well, that's invulnerable. I really don't remember... Yeah, it's a big file. But I'll once we're out of this raid, I'll post the... We can actually maybe watch it together on stream, now that I think about it. You know what? Let's watch it together on stream when we get through this raid. If we get through this raid, we'll watch it together on stream. How about that? If this group can yank its head out of the sand for like 5 seconds so we can watch it on stream. like the first 30 minutes just customizing your UI, that's normal. UI customization is huge in this game. There's a lot of customization you can do with the UI. It's pretty typical to be spending a lot of the first times just customizing user elements. Pretty much everything you see on my screen, or even don't see on my screen because I'm covering it up, you can change how big the font size is, you can change how big the element is, you can change what you want it on, like, there's so much UI customization. These are usually massive, these alliance things, and I change them to be that small. And then I put them over there. I also added the percentage thing. There's a little, like, box you can click for percentages. Yep. Can we just kill it? Oh my god, we did it! This group actually managed to do it! I'm doing the Reaper. Fuck the healers in the tank. So this is the only minion I got 61. I'm probably not gonna get it. But that just means I will be running it. That just means I will be running it to level up classes once Dawn Trail launches. Probably not gonna get the minion. It's a minion I want. Okay, while we're waiting, let me search this up. Real quick. I'll link it in Discord as well, but I'll put it up on, let me see if I can find... Oh, there's also a couple things by JoeCat that are very useful for learning how to play your class. I'll put those up as well in Discord. I think I'm looking for... Yeah. Okay, this is a little dated because it is Shadowbringers, but the gist of it's the same. Yeah, alright, I need to level up. I am actually so glad I have my, like, limited, damage received from, attacks, because this is gonna be pricey, yeah. One of the buffs my free company puts up a lot is proper care, where, like, gear wear is reduced. One of our guild buffs that I try to stock up on. Okay, let me figure out... There's gonna be some noise. Alright. This is from Shadowbringers, but I think the gist of it is still kind of there. So some of the stuff, there's some stuff that's a little bit more, that's a little more updated than this, but I think like, if you're just going into the game for the first time, like, I feel like this is, it still kind of checks out. Why is it not going up? Come on. Oh, I need to move it. Hang on. There we go. Let me just kind of get this a little smaller. Kind of put it back here a little bit. Okay. That should check out. You should be able to see it. I'll also link it in Discord as well. Alright. Well, this should... I might need to adjust volumes a little bit, but it should go up just fine.
Final Fantasy XIV, you've got a bunch of jobs to choose from. And I've already made a video talking about that. Problem is, now everything is completely different.
Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. This is not the one I was looking for. Okay. Well, hold on. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for.
In Final Fantasy...
There we go. Okay, similar, but not the same. I'll be linking a bunch of this stuff in a second. Alright. This should check out alright.
14, the hit new MMO from Square Enix. You got a bunch of jobs to choose from, and you could be really good with any of them. Or you could be complete dookie with one. But if you're having problems picking which one you actually want to main,
let me see if there's captions too.
You got your tanks, which hold the front line and protect their friends with their big meaty bodies. You got your healers who need a...
Yeah, I don't think Gunbreaker's here yet, but Gunbreaker you can't play till level 60 anyway, so...
Here are the melee DPS. They care about uptime and being up close and personal.
This will just be all the stuff you can kind of start as for the most part.
And help with encouraging words. And then you got the casty boys. They just care about how big their spells are. They don't care about you. There's one more, but we don't really talk about that one. Now, it's important to note that no matter which job you choose, everyone else is trash. As a tank, you're the big boss. You tell people what to do. If they're standing over at the entrance just idling around, you're the one sprinting out to the mobs. You control the pace. You pull the bosses. You pop the cooldowns. Want to run something new for the first time? Well, too bad. You have to know everything. Come on now, you're the tank. You got to tell everybody else what to do. So you have to know everything in the game. When is this tank
No, you
buster happening?
don't.
When do I have to tank swap that? Where does this boss need to stand at this particular time? That's all on you, buddy. As a healer, it's your job to be the babysitter. Everybody else in the group can't even function without you. Just look at these two tanks, for example. They're friendly, happy tanks, but it's your job to make sure they don't die. That DPS over there making best friends with the AoEs, it's your job to say, stop it. And if you successfully drag the party
King
kicking and
Moogle
screaming through
the
encounter
bane
to
of
sneak
everyone's
victory,
existence.
you still get no commence. And as a DPS, you don't give a shit what the other people do. You're just going for your big parse. But parsing is illegal, so shh. And now I'm gonna go over all of the jobs individually so you can see if one of them strikes your fancy the most. Paladin, Sword and Shield, has a tank stance and a DPS stance that are on the global cooldown.
The
Rotation
tank stance
revolves
is
around
the
a
DPS
combo
stance.
and a dot
This is
combo.
well,
You
okay,
have
okay.
a
That's
physical
not
damage
in
buff
trials. You do
and
need
a
to exit
magical
tank stance
damage buff.
occasionally if you're
It has
doing
great
stuff with
party
another tank.
mitigation like the wings to protect your whole party, a shield that goes on everybody when procced with a heal, cover a tank to tank their tank buster, and hollowed ground, which makes you completely invincible to most attacks. Warrior.
Yeah,
it has an
Paladin has one of the
It has
best
a tank stance and a
invincibilities.
DPS stance that are off the global cooldown, so you can use it anytime you want. It's got a DPS combo and a damage buff combo. Rotation revolves around a wrath gauge that you use in order to spend on really heavy hitting attacks like Fell Cleave. It has a lot of good self-mitigation, so it has answers for a lot of tank busters, and probably the best invulnerability skill in the game, Home Gang, because
Yeah.
it's on such a short cooldown. It prevents your HP from going below 1. It's also the highest DPS tank. Dark Knight, it's our resident edgy boy and uses a big greatsword. It has a tank stance and a turn tank stance off, because you'll be using Darkside no matter what, which gives you more damage and access to a whole bunch of darkness abilities. It has the one DPS combo, but it manages both MP and blood gauge to use other DPS abilities and enhance its other abilities.
So Dark Knight,
You are so
Oh.
lucky to be seeing this. Honkai
Hang
Star
on.
Rail
Dark Knight, you need to be, you need to get to Heaven's Ward to get Dark Knight. So that means you need to have another class that you've gotten through Realm Reborn, and it'll probably be around like 50 or 60 when you get to Dark Knight. Dark Knight, you need to have that class there, and then it'll also, once you unlock Dark Knight will be at level 30. So then you'll need to grind up if you want to level it through Heaven's Ward, but pretty much all the classes are, you gotta do that.
with
So
Dark
there's a lot of
Its
replayability.
invulnerability is Living Dead. If you were to die while you were using it, you will
Living
instead
Dead is the
become
worst
Walking
invul
Dead, and your healers
of
have
all
to
the
heal you
tanks.
for full HP, or then you die. It also has the Blackest Night, one of the coolest tank abilities.
But Dark
It's a
Knight has
shield
some of
you
the
can
best
put on
shields,
yourself
like
or a team
mitigation
member,
in the
and when
game.
it breaks, gives you more access to more DPS abilities. It has the lowest utility of the tanks, but deals really good damage too. White Mage, it has a cane.
This is
most
the thing you see me
straightforward
playing
healer.
all
It
the
uses
time.
heal over time spells and a lot of strong AoE spells as well. White Mage excels at just pure raw
This is my
healing
main.
and
This is my main
damage by
bitch,
itself,
White Mage.
without much party
Such a
utility.
basic
It has
bitch I am.
benediction, a button where you just push it and it'll automatically heal anybody to full. What it doesn't have is shields, so it relies on the co-healer in order to get the shields up. Definitely good for a starting healing class. Actually, it's the only one you can start healing with
So
for
you
the
can
basic
unlock
heal.
Scholar
wanna
if you
have
get
heal over time
Summoner to
effects and
30.
regens,
You
this is
and
the
you do
healer.
the Summoner
Also
job
has the
quest. You
best
can unlock
AoE
Scholar
damage
as
in
well.
dungeons by spamming
Scholar and
hold.
Summoner are the only
Scholar,
two
it
classes
uses
that
a
use
book
the same
and a
leveling
fairy. This is
bar.
the pet
So
healing
usually
class.
you just
Scholar
choose the
mostly
one you like the
focuses on
most,
shielding
and you just
preventing
play that, and you
damage
get the other
than
one
it
up as a
does heal
bonus.
over time. It
Which is
uses
why I don't touch
Aether
Scholar,
Flow,
but I
which
touch
gives it
Summoner
3
all the time.
charges of abilities per minute that it can spend on different types of healing or DPS abilities. You have 2 different fairy pets that you can use. One of them specializes in AoE heals and healing buffs, and the other one has a speed buff. But
I think they
usually
kind
you
of
use the stronger
simplified
healing one.
the
Scholar's
heal the
toolkit
fairies.
is very advanced and has an answer for
I don't know, I
almost
don't really
any
touch
situation
Scholar.
you throw at it. Astrologian, it uses a astrolabe and cards.
Astrologian, you
This
also have
healer
to get
can
to Heaven's
actually
Ward to
choose
unlock.
between a heal over time stance or a shield stance.
Astrologian, Dark
Usually
Knight,
it
and
wants to be in the
Machinist, you
heal
need to
over
be
time
on
stance,
Heaven's
so
Ward
it
to
works
unlock.
best with Scholar, but it could do either
But
way.
if you-
Astrologian has the
if-
most party support of
Yeah.
the 3 healers because it deals with cards that will buff allies or itself or everybody.
This
so it's
is
a very
old school
busy healer because
Astrologian.
it
I
has a
miss
lot of
this level of
split-second
Astrologian.
decision-making
It's
of
not
what to
that
do with your
different.
cards and your buffs.
They mostly
Monk,
just took
it
away the
punches with
shield
fists.
aspect of
You
Astrologian.
shouldn't use any weapons on this job because you should just punch with your fist.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
you can
melee
actually get a
DPS that
glam
uses
that
the
makes
most
it look like you're
positional.
just
So if
hitting
you
with your
wanna be
fist.
really busy and move
This
around
is
the boss a lot,
Pugilist, it
this
turns
is the
into
one
Monk.
that'll be moving the most. It doesn't bring too much utility to buff its party members, but it does bring a little bit, and its personal DPS is on the much higher side. Samurai, it uses a katana.
Samurai, you have
This
to be
is
a
the
level
weave
50
job.
to unlock.
Of the melee DPS, it usually has the highest personal DPS, but it doesn't bring any utility to the party
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's what we call a
This is very
selfish
selfish
DPS.
melee job. It only has 2 positionals, but they're very important because it gives you resource for more abilities. It has
Samurai's
3
really
combos
fun to
that
play
build up
though. I like
Sen,
Samurai
and
a lot.
depending on how much Sen you have when you spend them, it'll do a different DPS move. One of them is a dot, one of them is an AoE attack, and one of them is a really strong hitting single target attack. It also has Kenki that it builds up, and you can spend that on DPS moves as well. Samurai is usually regarded as more straightforward to learn. Ninja, it uses daggers and it's one
So
of the biggest party
Ninja,
support
you can
DPS
unlock
and most
Rogue and
wanted DPS
Limsalo
in the
Minsa
game right
as
now.
long
It
as
has
you've
3
done
melee
your
combos and
level
also
10 class
uses
quest.
Ninja mudras in order to execute
I
other
like playing
DPS
Ninja. I
abilities.
can't play it
One
very
of them
skillfully
being
at high
quick
level
attack,
because
a
it is a
special
very
ability that when
combo
used from
and
the rear will
memorization
give
heavy
everybody
class.
10% more damage
But
on the
people who
buff,
can
so
play it
it's
at high
very
level, it's
important and highly
insane.
played around. It's one of the faster melees because it has an ability that will boost its attack speed indefinitely as long as you keep it up.
And you
It
get
only
an
has a
attack
couple of
frog.
positionals, but they're very important, especially trick attack. Its personal DPS is on the much lower end, but its raid utility is very high. Dragoon, it uses a spear. And
Yeah,
it
so
kills
Dragoons start out
dragons
as
and wears them as
Lancers.
armor. This one focuses on jumps. It jumps really,
They
really
use
high in the air and
maiming, so
smashes
like
back down, but
kind of
you go
like
into
they're the
animation
kind of
lock
the
when that
tankiest
happens.
melee
So it's
DPS
prone to
because of
dying a
maiming
lot
gear.
if you use those jumps
Reaper
at the
also
wrong
uses
time.
maiming gear
Dragoon
as
is
well.
also very sought after right now because it buffs the bards and machinists in the group, and also gives crit rate to everybody. It has the second most positionals of all the melee DPS, but its attacks are slower to give you more time to.
I
grow
will
into
say
those
in
positions.
Dawn
It's
Trail
also
they
very
are doing a
mobile.
bit
You
of a
have jumps
rework
that
on
will make you go
Dragoon.
away
I don't
from
know
the
how
boss, and
much
jumps
of one
that'll make you
though.
go back onto the boss.
I think they might just be
Bard, it
modifying
uses a
some
bow and
things,
arrow.
but we'll
of
see.
the 2 ranged DPS, it's the
Bard
widely
starts
more
out as
common one.
Archer.
Its DPS rotation changes between
It's
3
very
different
fast
songs,
paced if
and
you like
depending
Archer
which one
classes.
you're
It's
in,
not
it'll
very
have different
snipey though.
effects
You're
on your
mostly buffing
rotation.
the party.
Just from singing
with your
these songs
songs.
alone, it's
But if
giving
you
your
like
party
doing
a
like
direct
poison
crit
over
buff.
time
And in
damage,
addition,
Bard's
you
a good
have
one.
a bunch of other buffs that you could give everybody. You can also sing another song that'll reduce the damage everybody takes, or put buffs on the tank so they get more healing.
But
It's a
in
very
Endwalker,
support-oriented
they,
DPS job. Its attacks are all
Modified
instant,
Bard's
so it can
attack
move
speed,
anywhere it
so
wants
Bards are
without
very
losing
fast
health.
paced
And it's
now.
a highly valued member of any raid team. Machinist. It uses
Machinist,
a
you
gun.
gotta be in
It
Habits
also
War to
summons a
unlock,
turret,
but
so
it is
kinda like
very
a
fun
pet,
to
but
play.
you just kind of set it and forget it. This one is used much less than Bard.
They
but mostly
actually
because most
redid
people think it's a
Machinist,
little
so it
clunky
doesn't
to learn.
play the
Its
same
rotation
way
is
anymore.
slightly RNG based.
This job gauge is old. It's out of date, but Machinist is very fun to play. Machinist is kind of like my main DPS, range DPS. I'm just gonna skip over to the next one, which are the casters, because that's just out of date.
Common mage type caster.
Also, you can't start out as a Machinist anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Still as much as it possibly can.
Black
because it
Mage
has
is
long
very
cast
slow.
time.
If you
It's
like
able to make
slow
some
ice
spells
and fire
instant, and
mages,
also place
Black
a
Mage
buff
is
on
what
the
you
floor
should
that will
play.
raise its
I
spell
don't
speed
like
to
that,
attack
so I don't play
faster,
Black
and it could also
Mage.
teleport around the battlefield. The rotation revolves around going into a DPS phase where you're using a lot of fire spells and using all of your MP, and then you switch over to an ice phase where you rebuild the MP. If you stay in that long enough and keep the rotation going, you unlock a really powerful spell, Foul, that is a one-shot ability that does a ton of damage. This is the highest damage caster in the game right now, and that's
Yeah,
also
but
the
you
highest
can't
DPS
move.
overall
Like, you
in the
die
game,
a lot.
if
Like,
played
Black
well.
Mages are
The
either
rotation
really
itself
fucking
is
good,
very easy
or
to
they're
learn,
really
but it's
fucking
hard
bad.
to
There's
learn
no
key
in between.
specific
You're either
encounters
amazing
in
or
order
you're
to
trash.
reduce its
There's
movement
no in
and
between
deal
on
the
Black
most
Mage.
damage possible. Summoner. It uses a book.
Okay, this is gonna be
the
out of
text
date
deep-
too because they redid Summoner as well. So, but Summoners start out. You've seen, like, you just saw me play Summoner. Summoners start out as I think like Geomancer or something like that, and Summoner and Scholar are kind of combined. But yeah, you just saw me play Summoner, so it's not really like you kind of know how it is. You summon giant gods essentially. Let me skip over. So Red Mage, you need to be level 50 to unlock.
Raised in battle. Red Mage, it uses a sword and a focus thingamabobber that it puts
Red
together.
Mage is based
Red
off the,
Mage
like, Three
rotation
Musketeers,
focuses
so you need to
around
have a
using
class that's
black
level
magic
50 to
and
unlock
white
Red
magic
Mage.
to slowly build them up at the
But
same
Red Mage
time,
has
and
dual
then
cast, which
spend
is
that
so
on
cool.
powerful melee attacks that will then be used as a finisher of either a white magic or a black magic spell, depending on where your bars are.
Hey,
So it's a
Nero!
cool balancing act. You're gonna be
Ghost Reaper
alternating
might be
between
joining
white
us in
magic and
game,
black
so I'm
magic,
just
depending
showing
on what
off
you
some
need
of
at
the stuff.
time.
This
It
is a
also
little
has
out
bunch
of date.
procs
I'll
that
find
will
one that's a
change
little
what
more
you're
up
gonna
to
be
date when I
doing
link
as
it
well.
in
It's
Discord.
also the only DPS that has a heal that
And
can
I'll
be
link
used
like
in pinches, but most
I'll
of the
link
time
like
you really
Joe
don't wanna be
Cat's
using it. Every other
guides
caster
to
does
tanking,
becomes
healing, and
instant,
being a
so it
DPS
has good
as well. Those
mobility.
are pretty
And
good.
it's the other caster that can raise, so you can insta-cast raises on Red Mage, and it becomes very valuable in progging new fights. But its DPS is the lowest of the three casters, so after you get out of prog, its value
But it
goes
can
down a
dual
little bit.
cast
And
res,
well,
which
that's
is
it.
useful.
That's all I've got. I hope you guys.
Yeah, so I'll find some that are not like I'll find some that are not as out of date, but that's kind of like the basis of it. Like the two starting tanks are just Warrior and Paladin. That would be Marauder and Gladiator. But yeah, essentially I think there is a more up-to-date one. I just have to go searching for it. But I should probably end this stream anyway. So, well, thank you all for joining me. I had a phenomenal time. As always, stay safe, eat cake. The more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap, so I want you to stick around. If you want more of me, I post old content and music videos onto YouTube. I recently did a new music video. It'll be down in the YouTube link. And, I am on OnlyFans. I do cosplay-y, sexy type of content. I, have a Discord page. Feel free to check that out if you want more up-to-dates on when I'm going live. I have an Instagram. I'm gonna try to get back into posting more on there. I was taking a little break, but I'm gonna try to get back there. Yeah, it was good to have you. I always enjoy talking to everyone and hanging with y'all. And as always, feel free to message me. I'll try to get back as soon as possible. I'm usually a click away night or day. Sometimes I'm a little scattered, but I try. Yeah. You are all valid and worthy, even on the days you don't feel like it. Have a mentally restful day.